Guys, I know everyone is overreacting, but there is a bigger problem now. Who is this unknown man, and why did he want to kill Igioma? How can this issue be resolved? Agony of a Blind Bride. Episode 4. Mrs. Agatha landed Jennifer a slap and dragged her to the wall. You don't know the woman, you are messing with her son. You held my son hostage here in this hospital for 2 straight hours and made him lose his job. I will make sure you pay if my son never gets the job back again, Mrs. Agatha said to Jennifer. Alex quickly stood up from his chair and held his mother by the hand, stopping her from giving Jennifer another hot slap. Mom is okay. I'm fine with that. I know it's going to be hard getting another job that pays well like this first one, but still alive, and there is hope, said Alex. No, son, just allow me to teach this stupid thing a lesson. That job is not just your life, but my life too. You are lucky I have my son here with me. I would have teach you better, Mrs. Agatha said, pointing at Jennifer. Oh, I see. Like mother, like son, you want to kill me just like your son is doing to my innocent blind friend. Like mother, like son, the both of you are just here to destroy our lives, Jennifer said, pointing back at Mrs. Agatha. What Jennifer said to Mrs. Agatha made Alex angry. Mrs. Agatha was his mother, and he expected Jennifer to respect that. Don't ever point your finger at my mother. Don't you ever talk back at her like that. Is it because I'm being humble with you? I know my rights, and you better be careful. I had the chance to escape earlier, but I stopped my car, brought your friend to the hospital, and paid the bills. That is enough already, Alex said to Jennifer. Alex, I think this is all your fault. You was being nice with her, and look where you ended. You are not the first person to hit someone with a car. Anyway, I saw your car packed outside the hospital. The mirrors look broken. Who did that? Mrs. Agatha asked her son. Alex could not tell his mother that Jennifer was responsible for breaking the car mirrors. Doing that would make his mom more angry than she is at that moment. Oh, the mirror, it was broken as a result of the accident I had. I will fix that immediately. I'm out of here, Alex responded. Did I hear you say when you are out of here? You are not going anywhere. I don't care if you bring your so-called mother to fight me. My friend has to be up before you leave this hospital, Jennifer said. Immediately Jennifer said that, Mrs. Agatha got really pissed. She looked at her right-hand side and saw Igioma was lying peacefully on the sick bed. Mrs. Agatha moved quickly to her sick bed and began discharging everything that was inserted to her body to keep her alive and safe. If this girl is the reason Jennifer is being disrespectful to me and my son, then I have to remove everything from her body. Let her die, Mrs. Agatha said, while she continues removing the medical stuff that was inserted to Igioma to keep her stable. No, Mom, I think you are overreacting on this now. This is not the best way to bring peace. I know Jennifer said something wrong, but don't use your anger on the innocent girl on the bed, Alex said to Mrs. Agatha. Jennifer quickly rushed to her and began dragging her away from Igioma. Mrs. Gather stood strong by the bed and continued removing the instruments from Igioma. You think you are a crazy girl, but I will show you that I'm a crazy woman too, Mrs. Agatha said to Jennifer and continued. It was becoming a fight between the lady and the woman when the door opened suddenly. A man who looked a bit old and huge with muscles walked into the ward. He quickly went to Mrs. Agatha and dragged her out of Igioma's side. Mrs. Agatha turned to the man and wondered who exactly is the man. How dare you treat the young woman that way? You could kill her, said the unknown man. And who are you to ask me that question? I am Agatha, the strongest among other women. So tell me, who the hell are you to interfere in my business? Agatha asked. Igioma is my niece. I got a call that she had an accident and was at the hospital, only to walk down here, and you are trying to take her life, said the unknown man. Jennifer was but confused about the man. No, this man doesn't look like Igioma's uncle. But why would he come down here to help if he is not related to Igioma? She asked herself. Please, Mrs. Agatha, or what you call yourself. I don't know why you are dragging the instrument from her body, but please let's stay in peace and settle the situation like mature people that we are, said the unknown man. Now you are speaking with sense and not this stupid friend of your niece. I wanted to prove to her that she is nothing more but a crazy girl without manners, said Mrs. Agatha. Jennifer was still in wonder, wondering who the man was to Igioma, because Igioma had only one uncle, and that is Mr. Maxwell. So who is this strange man claiming to be Igioma's uncle? She thought. She was about asking the question when the doctor interrupted by entering into the ward. Hey, listen everyone, I still don't understand why you all are fighting. I think it's time I discharged everyone out of this hospital and resigned treating the patient. You are not the only people who has a problem in this hospital. Everyone came for their own problems, and I can't let you all disturb the whole territory, said the doctor to them all. Oh no, please doctor, don't do that to my friend. Don't discharge my friend. If you do that, she might die, said Jennifer. Then you all should be mindful about your actions around this place, said the doctor. Igioma began coughing out blood from her mouth. She began vibrating on the bed. Shaking and her body was getting cold. The doctor quick attended to her, holding her down from breathing fast. He looked at her nose and could not find the oxygen in her. He noticed many things was missing from Igioma's body. Doctor, please tell me what is happening to my friend. Is she going to die? Please help her life, Jennifer said while her hands were on her head. I can't find the oxygen that was fixed on her nose. I can't also find other materials I inserted on her body. Don't tell me that it was removed during the fight, said the doctor. Mrs. Agatha, knowing she was responsible for the act, began rubbing her hand on her head while looking at another side. I am sorry I did that. I was carried away with anger. This young lady seemed to be crazy, and I decided to show her what being crazy looked like. What? You took the oxygen from her? You went too far, the doctor said, while Igioma continued to shake on the bed. The doctor tried all his best, gave her different injections to calm her down, but Igioma continued shaking bad. Doctor, what is happening? Why is she still shaking? I know this is not a good sign. Please tell me, is she all right? Jennifer asked. The doctor turned her back to her and said, I am sorry, I don't have answers to that question. But your friend is not all right because the oxygen was disconnected from her. She may die in a few minutes. No, doctor. Igioma cannot die, said Alex. The unknown man who recently entered the ward brought out a gun, pointing it straight to Igioma's body. Don't worry about her dying. She is not going to die. I am here to kill her myself, the unknown man whom recently walked into the ward said, leaving everyone in shock. To be continued.